Glory to Jesus Christ, and welcome to St. Cyril and Methodius Ukrainian Orthodox Church in downtown Madison, Wisconsin. I'm Father Gregory, the pastor. It's Sunday, December 7th, the day on which the Orthodox Church commemorates our Father among the Saints, Ambrose of Milan. There's been a lot of talk, a lot of chatter about an uptick in interest in the Orthodox Church. This is a wonderful thing that people are interested in the church. But when we talk about an uptick or more people being interested, we're making an empirical comment. And that empirical comment, that empirical assertion needs to be proven. And to prove it, we need to, use empirical research methodologies. Well, that got me thinking about statistical research when it comes to the life of the church. This kind of research, I think, can tell us three things. It can tell us what we don't want to know. It can tell us what we can't not know. And maybe most importantly and most difficult of all, it tells us what we don't want to know. It really is that third one that often disturbs us because it's often the hardest piece of information, the hardest thing to realize about ourselves. Like I said, we've heard a great deal of increase in the media about an increase in converts, especially young men coming to the church. And while we should be grateful for each and every person who finds the church and unites himself to Christ, we need to be careful when, as believers, we uncritically adopt the language of the social sciences. Yes, some parishes have seen a dramatic increase in new members, but it isn't clear that this is enough to offset earlier losses in membership. This is what we don't know. While there is very little valid and reliable data about the Orthodox Church in particular, the bump in converts seems to be part of a broader trend among young men to seek out religious traditions that affirm especially politically conservative orientations, or at least that they perceive as being politically conservative. This is something that we can't not know, that young men are embracing not just orthodoxy, but Christianity and religion more broadly for political and cultural reasons. While this doesn't necessarily invalidate their interest in the church, we can't ignore or gloss over the fact that receiving these young men might be more a matter of affirming our own political or cultural opinions rather than their embracing the gospel. We also can't ignore that, if we aren't careful, we might very well be encouraging rather than healing the growing divisions that we see between politically liberal women and more politically conservative men. Finally, what we don't want to know is that whether male or female, some of the people coming to us are coming from Christian traditions that are authoritarian, misogynistic, and frankly, abusive. Some, hopefully most, are coming to us in the hope of being healed of the harm done to them in these traditions. For these people, orthodoxy's therapeutic understanding of salvation and life in Christ is understandably attractive. But again, the general trend would suggest the possibility that at least some inquirers are coming to us hoping we will affirm as healthy and God-pleasing the dysfunction that they've come to associate with life in Christ. They are coming not to be healed, but to be supported in what is ultimately their own pursuit of power. So what are we to do about this as Orthodox Christians? Well, while I think we should thank God for those interested in the church and Christ in the church, I think we need to also be careful. People come with baggage. They come with wounds that often only become visible over time, and sometimes it takes a long time. The watchword here is not simply patience, but discernment. The latter requires that are being open to not only what I know, but what I don't know, can't know, and most importantly of all, what I don't want to know. If you're interested in learning a little bit about what you don't want to know about yourself and about the world around you, maybe come to liturgy this morning at St. Cyril and Methodius Ukrainian Orthodox Church at 1020 Regent Street in downtown Madison, Wisconsin. Liturgy is at 9:30 this morning, and we'd love to see you. If you're not in the Madison area, maybe check out an Orthodox church where you live. But whatever you do, may God bless you, may his light shine upon you, and may he be gracious unto you.